エコ惑星
Get down! Where are they shooting from? Are we sure it's a bullet? Could be a muffler backfiring, and the muffler flew off and almost hit us. There's a sniper 2.2 miles in the air currently firing at us from a low-orbiting meteorite. I spotted him with my dog vision.
I thought dogs had worse vision than humans.
Be that as it may, I saw him. I don't know what you want me to say. He's up there. Look.
Inutaro stretches out his finger, and in the distance, there's a small twinkle, like that sniper lens flare they do in Nazi video games. The camera quickly pans up 2.2 miles to a cat strapped onto a meteorite with a giant sniper rifle. It is a gray cat with a big yellow belly. As it aims, its legs tremble with fear.
When I first signed up for this job, they told me it would be easy. 1-year contract, space sniper, 1 8-hour shift a day with benefits. Bennies! What they don't tell you is that you can't commute to a meteorite. So for the other 16 hours a day, I'm just sitting here. And sure, they gave me a TV, but it doesn't get everything. I can't get my torrents. I've watched every single comedians in cars getting coffee 3 times. Planet Wetfood doesn't go to war, really. Every time we start a war, someone just wishes for the cat genie to make it stop. So I've had my finger on the trigger of this gun for 7 months now, and I have not been allowed to fire it once. Cats can't jack off either. It wouldn't be so bad if I could jack off. It's nice that I get to shoot at the famous Inutaro and his friends. You know, I'd rather become one of their friends, on account of how lonely it is up here. But a job's a job, and nothing bad has ever happened to someone who's just following orders.
Rash, shoot back at him! Isn't that your one move?
Primrose is right. This battle scenario has Rash written all over it. He's simply too high for us to reach. You can fly! Be that as it may. It's too windy to fly.
Inutaro likes me better than you.
No way! Inutaro likes me the most! We bonded in disgusting ways when we were younger!
Rash takes his pistol and pushes it into Primrose's hands.
You're the gunslinger now! Rash, don't be ridiculous. If Primrose is the gunslinger, that means you'd be the girl. You eat way too much fast food for that.
Come on, Rash. You're an American. You're supposed to remember the Alamo at times like this.
I can't do it! You do it! You're stronger! I'm held back because I have something to live for now! A girlfriend! Kumataru is dead! You don't have anything to live for! And you have the higher feline level, remember?
Listen, Rash. You're strong. The feline rating system is a totally jacked up stat like QB rating. Dubs told me you get 1,000 added to your power level if you sign up to take product surveys. Her dad gave her 3,000 power level as a gift for graduating college. I don't know how that works. I didn't ask any follow-up questions. The point is that the Rash I met at my first day of Dogcatcher High School wouldn't have worried about any cat planet power level. You walked up to me with a visible erection and asked me if I wanted to watch you shoot the tit off a fly. I didn't even know flies had tits, or what you were even talking about, until you pulled out your gun and shot that fly's tits off. I thought for sure one of the teachers would say something, but no one did. Rash, go shoot that fly's tits off.
Primrose places Rash's gun back in his hand. He exhales, studies the pearl-handed grip, grabs it, and points it straight toward the sky.
You two, go. Tell Gentian Violet that if I don't make it back, she's got to go the Coretta route. Coretta Scott King. I know we weren't married, but she's not allowed to date any man ever again if I die. And I want her to kiss my skeleton every night before bed.
Rash, I promise to kill any man that Gentian Violet dates. No questions asked.
You shouldn't.
Thank you. And you know their families. Not off limits either. Okay. Thanks, Rash. We're leaving now. Good luck with your fight with the sniper.
Rash stares blankly at the wall and unloads 6 shots directly up at the sky. Meanwhile, Inutaro and Primrose move across the courtyard and enter a door at the base of a classic pyramid-shaped temple.
Cat God, where are you?
I thought there would be directions, or like a big sign that says, "You are here," like they have at the mall.
I'll just use my nose. I can recognize the son of a god from up to 7 parsecs away.
Not so fast. The cat god doesn't live here anymore. You're too late.
Who are you?
My brother is lying. The cat god is here right now. He just finished slowly killing a vole for the last 2 hours, and then he threw up.
So what's up? Are you guys like his caddy, a butler or something? Are you bad guys?
We can't really answer those types of morally complex questions.
Our thing is kind of on some yes or no shit.
Thing? What thing?
We don't have a thing.
We can't just say what our thing is, because that would kind of fuck this whole thing up. It's fucking nuts.
This is... I've read about this in ancient textbooks. One brother who always tells the truth and one who always lies.
I have such a hot fucking girlfriend. She looks crazy. I also have a sports car. Yellow. Fastest color sports car. That's the best color for a sports car. Yellow. Primary colors. Yup.
Fucking cool.
One time, this bitch was like, "Oh my god, I have to bone you." And it was this festival. I saw the Fratellis and they invited me to dance on stage. Chelsea Dagger. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Fucking cool song. We freaked in my tent like a couple of Tinkerbells in a jar. She wanted to fucking marry me in the morning, dude.
Nice. Bitches are like that.
Inutaro, not so fast. I have a suspicion that this is the liar cat.
Again, I think we fucking really need to stick to yes or no fucking questions. This whole thing is getting fucked.
Okay. Are you the truth cat?
Yeah, but if you ask the liar cat, he's going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm the true cat. He's lying. He's always been a liar. In 4th grade, he claimed he caught and ate Toucan Sam. Oops, I dropped my car keys.
The cat purposefully drops his Lamborghini keys onto the ground.
This is impossible to figure out. We're going to die in this room.
I actually think this is pretty easy for me to figure out. I'm not saying I'm a liar, but I have experience on the subject of lying.
That can't be true, Primrose. You're like the Japanese George Washington sama. Sensei. I can't even imagine you telling a lie.
Primrose gets the big anime sweat drop on her head. Her phone chimes and she sees that Kumataro has received a targeted ad for a Yamaha H300 diesel bear catching net with extendable Kevlar grip.
That's right, Inutaro. You can count on me. Now, go on. I'm sure you'll find the cat god if you just wander through another door or two. I've got this.
It's the second door on the right, actually, but I can see you two are having a moment, so I'll step aside.
Primrose, if I don't see you again, sorry that these guys killed you. Because I'm gonna go kill the cat god for sure.
Inutaro, I
Spit it out!
I like Instagram.
You should get on TikTok, Primrose. IG fell off hard once it became all pictures.
Dude, she likes you, man.
Shut up, liar cat. I'm gonna go kill your boss, ho. Sorry, I'm really heated. I'm really excited for this fight. I'm sure you're just fine.
Inutaro, I promise you, I swear on this day, I will get on TikTok for you. Just kill the cat god and we'll get back to Earth safely.
Jesus Christ, I forgot we're not on fucking Earth. This is fucking great. Bye, Primrose. Bye, 2 liar cats.
Inutaro opens a door and sees a cat sitting on a toilet.
Nope, not that one. To the left.
Inutaro opens the door to the right and sees 2 cats making out in a broom closet.
A little privacy.
What kind of temple is this?
Try opening the same door again.
Inutaro opens the same door again and sees the same 2 cats making out.
Are you stupid?
Are you the cat god?
No, now scram.
Inutaro steps backward from the broom closet door and accidentally trips down a long set of stairs, like 15 stories long. At the bottom, he stumbles into a door and knocks it open, falling to the stone floor. He finds himself in a large, unlit chamber.
Hale from Earth, standing at 187 centimeters, weighing in at 90 kilograms, with a blood type of AB positive, and a professional record of 1 million dogs dead. Let's hear a big hand for Dogcatcher Inutaro.
All of a sudden, hundreds of candles surrounding the space flicker to life and illuminate the area, revealing a massive chamber befitting of some sort of cat god. Beautiful carvings of divine cats adorn the obsidian walls. Inutaro admires the carvings.
Yeah. I remember killing that guy at the Cherry Blossom Oasis. He was a luchador, right? Name was Mr. Everything, the Cotton Candy Man. I don't know. He was definitely a luchador.
A golden throne lies at the center of the chamber, shaped like a cardboard box with a cat loafed up inside of it, face obscured, purring quietly. Slowly, the cat straightens its spine and stands up, its anthropomorphic feline body moving unnaturally like quicksilver. Its golden fur is silky and perfect, and the beast turns to regard Inutaro while sipping casually on a glass of 1986 Chateau Lafite Rothschild.
Congratulations, Inutaro. You've made it to my chamber. You should be proud of yourself. Few live to feast their eyes on such magnificent splendor.
Are you another butler? I already gave my coat to the first one.
No, Inutaro. Context clues should probably make it clear who I am.
Boss Butler.
No, Inutaro. I am the reason you are here right now. Behold and enjoy my majesty, as I am the perfected divinity of all cats, the feline endgame, the original cat, and the manifestation of all cat power in the universe. Some know me as Nyataro Dio-sama. But to most, I am simply the cat god. By now, I am sure you and your clever little friends have figured it all out. My entire master plan.
Uh-huh.
You figured out the deep, dark, unspeakable truth. That dogs are not a species, but merely a breed of cat.
Yeah.
But you see, dogs have become a pesky breed, too interested in doing their own thing. We created them because cats aren't very good workers, but it turns out dogs weren't much better. Creating them was the only mistake I ever made. So it's time to undo it. By studying Uptown Schizo's DNA, as well as your own, I believe that we can reverse engineer dogs back into ordinary cats, setting the universe back as it ought to be. That is why I lured you here.
Pretty easy.
There's one other thing. In order to use your DNA to create some kind of beam that returns dogs to their natural state of being cats, we must first destroy the dog god, known otherwise as Wantaro Kami-sama. He's like me, but if I was a dog. You might have seen me in the sky fighting him. Spoiler alert, that was my dragon form. I kind of gave it away early. I got 3 forms. How many forms do you have?
I don't think I have any forms. I only have like 2 moves even.
Be that as it may, once I have killed the dog god and used your DNA, as well as Uptown Schizo's, to create the dog DNA beam, it will finally, at last, be possible to turn all dogs back into cats. Also, I need the golden yarn to make the machine that fires the beams. Bet you thought I forgot about the golden yarn.
I remember the golden car.
And now I pose you a question, Inutaro. Are you on my side? Will you cooperate with my experiments?
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Sure it is. I do apologize, though, for killing Rex, your teacher, or father, or whatever.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. We have to fight. I'd look like a chump if I let you kill my dog teacher dad or whatever, and then I just started working for you as a butler and spent my whole day making out in your broom closets.
It doesn't sound like your heart is in it.
Well, Rex was getting up there in years. Little long in the tooth. It was his time to go.
So you forgive me?
For the Rex thing, yeah. We still gotta fight. That's kind of my main thing. I'm a fighting guy by trade, and a dog catcher on the side. But I didn't come all this way to not fight. So we'll just have to.
Have it your way. You understand that this will be a fight of a scope that you have never seen before. It is impossible for you to prepare for the entirety of my divine wrath. You are but an ant in a world of giants, unaware of how small he is in the grand scheme. And with the... Hold on.
A true battle is fought not with fists, but with wits.
Inutaro is clearly holding a chair behind his back.
I'm a god, man. What's a chair gonna do? You don't have the element of surprise. You don't gotta hide it. You're gonna need energy beams, wings, magic weapons. You think you're going to stroll in here with your Umbro shorts and a folding chair and defeat a god?
Yeah.
Heh. Get ready, Inutaro. I'm going to destroy you with just a single paw.
Not if I kill you first with a single paw. Hand.
This guy can't even get his cool lines right. Seems like the kind of thing he should have mastered back in dog catching school. Maybe he's just pretending to be dumb, so I let my guard down. What could he be thinking?
This a fucking pussy doesn't have a fucking chance.
The cat god smugly glides over, still seated in his golden cardboard box.
I don't even need to hop out of my cardboard box to defeat a worm like you. It's crazy, actually. You're way stronger than all my underlings, but clearly weaker than me. A lesser cat god would ask you to become my right-hand man or something. Right paw man, but I think I'll just kill you.
I'd rather die than work for you. Oh, that's what you're saying. So we're on the same page.
Inutaro unleashes a flurry of blows at the loafed-up cat god, each strike defended artfully as the cat god deflects his fists with his tail and a single paw. During this attack, Inutaro starts screaming really loud and his face gets really red, and you can see that he is crying a little bit. He jumps in the air and attempts an elbow drop on the cat god, missing badly.
Hopefully you see how futile this all is, young Inutaro. I am a god, and I cannot be defeated by a mere dog-catching mortal. I thought it would be difficult to get dog catchers to a cat planet, but it was super easy. I kind of forgot that I did it until you guys got here. Brian DiMaggio had to remind me. He was like, Inutaro's here. I'm like, who the fuck is Inutaro? Seriously, it was so easy for Brian DiMaggio to betray you.
Who's Brian DiMaggio? Is he the cat god? No, wait. He was in Degeneration X. Did he know X-Pac? I thought he was the same guy as Tupac for like 6 years.
What? No, he was your...
We should jersey swap after this fight. You can have my Umbro shorts and I can wear your box.
Focus. We're fighting.
The cat god scoots his cardboard box aggressively toward Inutaro. He rears upward and attacks Inutaro from 4 directions with 2 claws, his tail, and his teeth. Inutaro pulls his hands into his sleeves and bats away each attack with lightning precision. Sneering, the cat god lurches forward, diving to bite into Inutaro's perfect abs. Inutaro sidesteps the attack, pushes the cat god down, and throws a blanket over his head. The cat god immediately freaks out, slashing his way out of the blanket and jumping out of the box, revealing his full, athletic, anthropomorphic figure.
Heh, you got me to jump out of my box. I didn't expect the fight would even get this far.
Ah, this must be the second form you're talking about. Leg form.
No, I'm still in my first form. I just stood up.
Things aren't as they appear with this guy. I'll have to be careful.
The cat god punches Inutaro in the stomach, then rears back and throws him into the ceiling above. Inutaro crashes into the concrete, raining down debris before he falls back to the ground in front of the cat god. The cat god attempts to stomp his paw down on Inutaro's chest. Inutaro catches it and flips, tumbling head over heels as he now tosses the cat god into the ceiling above. As the cat god falls down, Inutaro readies an uppercut, but the cat god dodges it and uppercuts Inutaro back into the ceiling. They punch each other into the walls and ceiling 1,000,000 more times before squaring up at the center of the room.
Interesting. Very interesting. Pretty good fight.
I was thinking the same thing. We're evenly matched.
Funny you say that, because I've just been using 1% of my power.
Shit! Fuck, really?
Uh-huh.
I've been thinking about these power levels. What's to stop someone from just making them up? I mean, I know we have these cat collars with a number on them, but what does that really mean? Maybe I have 1 trillion power, you know?
Don't fucking say that. The feline power level system is my culture. It's my heritage.
Well, your culture is now my costume. Literally. Some cat told me to wear it. It's causing my neck to break out really bad. I'm still a teenager, you know. And apparently the CVS here on the cat planet doesn't have anything for acne.
I swear to the fucking cat god, bro. If you keep talking bad about Planet Wetfood, we're gonna have a problem.
The cat god steps forward to intimidate Inutaro, and Inutaro reveals a simple folding chair from behind his back and strikes the cat god square in the head. It leaves a classic impact crater in the metal of the chair. Inutaro tosses the ruined chair to the ground like a used condom.
I see. So you know that technique. Perhaps I should stop holding back.
The cat god throws down a bunch of armor and wristbands and a shooting sleeve and some stuff on his legs, and when it hits the floor, it all sounds like it weighs about 3.5 trillion pounds.
That's my training outfit. I bet you thought it weighed a normal amount. Now I can move at full speed. Yeah, full speed.
Full speed?
In the blink of an eye, the cat god practically disappears, reaching cat-like speeds. Inutaro spins wildly around the room in a defensive combat stance, eyeing the walls and ceiling, looking for his enemy.
I'm getting stronger. I'm going into my second phase. You better attack me now.
Inutaro hits a cool pose and starts making noises like he has to take a dump.
Yup. Phase 2 almost here. Phase 2, I can turn into a tank. Fight me. Fight me now. You better kill me. Come on.
Outside the temple, the cat god is on his cell phone.
I told you already my identity was stolen. I dispute these charges. I didn't order this shit. I don't know who stole my identity. I'm not that kind of god. I'm the cat god. Yes, I'm willing to hold. Yes, hi. My name is the cat god. Hi, Sally. Yeah, that was my mother's name, actually. Great to meet you. Some credit cards were opened in my name. Fraudulently. Yes, I'll hold again. You're transferring. Hi, Elizabeth. That's my mother's name, actually.
Back inside the temple,
Show yourself.
back outside,
Yeah, I know there's nothing you can do, Elizabeth. It's just that these fucking... I'm sorry. I know it's not your fault. I'm trying not to cuss. I just frustrated is all. It's just, I didn't know that Sunkissed had a credit card, and I didn't know that I signed up for one. Sunkissed. Like the orange soda. Yeah. I have to dispute this on the webs. Are you kidding me, Elizabeth? Fine. No, fine. Have a good day.
Inutaro is spanking his butt like Ace Ventura as the cat god slips back into lurking predator mode, skulking around the ceiling undetected.
You know what? I don't care anymore. I can't see you. You better kill me with this hit. You got one free hit. You better kill me with it. I'm gonna close my eyes even.
Let's see how Inutaro handles my cat Dracula technique.
Who said that?
The cat god leaps off the ceiling and a streak of golden light crashes into Inutaro's body, pinning him to the ground. The cat god's wide open jaws sink into Inutaro's neck. Blood sprays across the side of the temple wall and Inutaro's flesh tears like ribbons. For a few seconds, the cat god holds Inutaro by his neck, his labored breathing the only sign of life.
Phew. I was really getting myself worked up over this guy. He had me believing for a moment that an actual mortal could stand up to the power of a god. Now I can get back on the phone and start disputing the sun-kissed credit card, and...
Not so fast, cat god.
What? Uptown Schizo?
Cat got your tongue? Does a cat have your tongue? Fuck! I thought that was a really good line. If I'm being honest, I was practicing that line instead of training for this battle. I brought this stuff, though.
Uptown Schizo tosses the golden ball of yarn and the genie lamp on the floor.
Ah, yes. The golden ball of yarn for my particle accelerator or whatever. And also, the classic cat genie lamp. Crazy that nobody used the wish yet. The tournament was days ago.
You may have killed Inutaro, and you may kill me, but maybe I should have showed up when Inutaro was still alive. 2v1. I ain't too proud for 2v1.
I'm surprised you showed up. Now I have the carcasses of both of my subjects, so I can do my evil plan that I explained earlier. Why didn't you run and hide? If Inutaro can't defeat me, then what hope do you have?
Well, in my defense, I thought Inutaro would still be alive when I showed up. Look at that poor son of a bitch. He's as dead as the housing market for new buyers at the 7% federal mortgage interest rate. It's a shame. I will honor his death by pouring out some brown cola on a white t-shirt later.
I'm hearing a lot of talk about me being dead. I'm good, though. I actually fell asleep. I was so bored.
Inutaro, it's me, Uptown Schizo. I'm a good guy now.
That's what's up. 2v1. I ain't too proud for 2v1.
Uptown Schizo and Dogcatcher Inutaro hit overly elaborate combat stances and stare down the cat god.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Well, let's see how well you can fight. In the sky!
The cat god starts shimmering with magical energy as the roof of the temple rumbles. He jumps up and bursts forth in a new form as a colossal cat dragon dominating the landscape.
Aha! I'd like to see you get me up here.
Okay. I can fly.
What's that?
I can fly.
Yeah, me too.
You guys can fly? Since when? You didn't fly when you first came to Planet Wetfood.
Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of learned it.
Yeah, me too. It was easy.
Flying was easy to learn.
Sure, it's easy to learn to fly at 100 meters. But what if I go 105 meters?
Yeah?
Okay, hotshot, 200 meters.
Yeah, man, sure. I've never tried, but sure.
He's trying to do a meter off.
Yeah. Hey, Cat God. We could go meter for meter all day. How about we get to some action?
Yeah, let's stop measuring and get to the good stuff. Think you can handle a rock-hard statue and a spry young man at the same time?
Are you guys doing the gay bit, or are you just sincerely talking like that on accident?
Gay bit?
Enough talk. Come on, Uptown Schizo. Two-man convoy technique. Truck stop romance no jutsu.
Romance?
Inutaro flies up at the now massive cat god dragon, who is currently loafed up on a cloud in the sky. Uptown Schizo follows behind, mimicking Inutaro's exact movements. Inutaro deftly dodges the cat god's swiping paw and flies behind it. The cat god whips his head around to see Inutaro landing on the cat god's back, sliding and petting all of his fur backwards. The cat god hisses in annoyance just as Uptown Schizo lands and repeats the process, causing the cat god to tumble off the cloud.
Hey, Inutaro, did you say romance earlier?
Inutaro flies straight down at the falling cat god, ears pinned back, fangs exposed. He dodges his slashing claws and lands on the cat god's exposed pink belly.
No! No!
Inutaro hits the cat god straight on the belly with a barrage of open hand slaps. It sounds exactly like a guy jacking off really fast. Uptown Schizo lands next to him and begins attacking with a barrage of open hand slaps as well. It sounds exactly like two guys jacking off really fast. The cat god scoops up Inutaro and Uptown Schizo with his back claws and flings them higher into the air. He does a cool-looking loop-de-loop, which will be very expensive to animate, and turns to charge Inutaro, hissing.
It's over, cat god. Your first mistake was transforming into a cat dragon. Cats hate having their tail pulled. And a dragon is all tail.
Are you going to pull my tail? Are you telling me your next attack?
Shit. I should describe my move after I did it.
Are you playing head games with me? Fuck.
As the cat god chomps at Inutaro, Inutaro grabs his massive sharp tooth, spinning around on it like a dickhead. He jumps on the cat god's tongue and punches his Adam's apple like it's a sparring bag. Then he takes a big bite out of a carrot and jumps up at the cat god's throat, coming out of his nose. The cat god attempts to strike Inutaro at this moment, but fails and strikes himself between the eyes. Obviously, this causes him to see stars. During this moment, Inutaro runs to the cat god's rear and wraps his tail around his wrists like he's preparing for a tug of war.
Cat got your tongue?
You should have said that earlier when you were on his tongue.
It makes sense because I'm not a cat.
You're not a cat now, but you're saying it.
Inutaro begins swinging the cat god around and around at whirlwind speeds. The cat god thrashes wildly, unable to reach Inutaro due to the tremendous amount of momentum. Uptown Schizo watches in stunned reverie. His jaw drops at the sheer power presented by the mighty Dogcatcher Inutaro.
Cat god, are you prepared to see true power?
Inutaro, currently rotating at over 10,000 miles per hour, mistimes the release of the cat god, propelling him harmlessly into the stratosphere. Due to the centrifugal nature of the force, Inutaro accidentally propels himself down toward the ground at over 10,000 miles per hour. Somewhere on an indistinct hill on Planet Wetfood, somebody has left a beautifully restored vintage baby grand piano sitting outside, its lid open to expose the fine craftsmanship of the interior. Still smiling, Inutaro careens toward the hilltop, landing directly on the exposed piano wires, which slice him into 100 individual pieces of Dogcatcher sashimi. Blood sprays everywhere.
I'm coming back. I'm fine. Man, why'd you throw me so far? It didn't do anything. And it'll take me forever to get back. Is Inutaro okay?
Uptown Schizo lands gently near the piano and falls to his knees. He scrambles over to the piano and starts trying to pack together the pieces of meat that were once Inutaro, like making a snowball.
What's a piano doing here?
Uptown Schizo looks up at the sky and sees the cat god getting closer and closer. He looks around in a frenzy and his eyes fix on the cat genie's lamp lying on the ground.
Inutaro. He was the only one powerful enough to destroy the cat god. I can't do it on my own. This is the only way.
He dives onto the lamp and starts rubbing, but nothing happens. After thinking for a moment, he makes biscuits on the lamp and the genie emerges.
Hello, my name is Steven with Wish Onboarding. Before we are able to grant you your wish, we do require a brief setup period in order to validate your account. You will need to have a credit card handy for this portion of the process. Are you ready to begin?
I wish Inutaro was alive.
Sorry, wishes will only be granted after onboarding is complete. Let me skip to your first question. What is your name?
Uptown Schizo.
That's like a nickname. Or your birth name?
Birth name.
Really? That's your birth name? Did your parents know you'd be schizophrenic?
I'm not schizophrenic. It's just a name.
I guess next you'll tell me you don't live uptown.
I don't really live anywhere. I've been frozen in a freezer for most of my life.
Hey, all right. Next question. Are you in a safe place and is anyone forcing you to use your wish for them?
I'm in a boss fight right now, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm almost back. I hope Inutaro's ready to continue our fight. Hey, who's that little blue dot guy down there? Is that Robin Williams?
Oh, man. Mondays, huh? Well, I don't want to hold you up much longer. How much will you be tipping?
What?
Tip. You're probably wishing for money or chicks or, something crazy violent or emotionally manipulative. Those are basically the 4 wish types: money, sex, violence, control. So tip me. You'll probably wish for something cool and you should give me a little of it.
I'm going to wish for my friend to come back to life. I don't know how to tip for that.
How much do you have on you?
I have most of my money tied up in assets right now. Real estate. I'm not liquid. I could open up my wallet to show you that I don't have any money, but I don't want the fly I caught to escape.
Well, I want a little bit of your friend then. Hair, fingernails, baby teeth?
Deal.
As Uptown Schizo and the Cat Genie shake hands, the Cat God arrives with a blast of lightning. He stares down at the bloody piano and sees the sashimi-style pieces of Earth's mightiest Dogcatcher scattered on the ground.
Holy shit, he's dead? That's it? Oh my god, what a relief. I really did think I was going to die today for a second there. Oof. Oh, huge weight off my shoulders. Oh my god, you got no idea.
I wish for Inutaro to come back to life.
Your wish is my I'm granting your wish is granted.
What's up? What's that? A lamp? Is that the...
A blue magical energy invigorates all the strips of Inutaro's flesh. They vibrate for a moment before levitating in the air and snapping in place. The Cat Genie, Steve, snatches a small tooth out of midair and puts it in his pocket. The flesh congeals together, returning Inutaro to his old, familiar self. A massive shockwave of power emanates from him and the ground shakes under everyone's feet. His eyes spring to life and train on the flabbergasted Cat God.
Ah, Cat God. You survived my attack, I see. Very impressive.
Inutaro, no. You died. I just brought you back to life with my wish.
Why didn't you just wish for the Cat God to be dead at the beginning of the fight?
I don't know. They never explained the rules about the lamp. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I've only been unfrozen for like 4 days. I didn't start seeing the color blue until yesterday. Orange still hasn't come back yet.
Focus, you two. You're in a boss fight.
We are? Are we gonna meet your boss?
I'm the main guy here. A whole planet, by the way. The whole thing's mine. Impressive. You know, it wasn't easy, you know. Like, I'm the biggest deal you've ever met.
Okay.
Oh, congratulations.
Inutaro and the Cat God have an extended stare-down session. The longer they stare at each other, the louder the earth rumbles. Suddenly, cracks start to form in the ground and the sky turns black.
Sorry to interrupt the fight, but is this normal on this planet?
You fools. Inutaro's death triggered an immense release of power, which has rippled out and created a shockwave that destabilized the very planet. Sure, it looks cool to fight on now, but it's going to be really inconvenient when we're done. I'm going to have to buy some, planet glue or something. I don't even know what to do about this. I'm going to have to call my insurance or Google how to fix broken planet.
The only thing broken here is, about to be your face, Cat God.
Stand back, Inutaro. You're still recovering from your tragic death and miraculous rebirth. I'll handle this.
Why would you resurrect him and then tell him you're going to handle it?
Fuck you. I'm coming at you with everything I've got. Inutaro, I want you to have all my rental properties. Even my LLCs. They're all yours.
But that's your main source of passive income. What would I do with so many homes? I could only live in one at a time.
You're a good kid. You've got a lot to learn about passive income.
Hurry up, Uptown Schizo. You've been an enormous disappointment. You know, Brian DiMaggio told me you were cool.
Brian said that?
You've made your choice, Uptown Schizo. You've made your dog bed. Now lie in it with some dogs.
The Cat God hisses and charges forward, fangs bared. Uptown Schizo steps in front of Inutaro dramatically, reveals 2 large nails from his pocket, and manifests an enormous shimmering energy cross behind him. He floats into the air toward the cross and drives the nails through his palms, pinning himself to the cross.
Uptown Schizo! You should try a move that hurts him instead of yourself. That's Combat 101. Wait, you're doing a wry smile. A smile that suggests that maybe you know something about this move that I don't.
Watch and learn, Inutaro. This is my 2-sided cross technique. It's how Jesus-kun killed Pontius Pilate-sama. They had to cut that scene from the Bible for time, but it was supposed to be in there. People think that Jesus didn't get any kills, but he did. People think his KDA ratio was dog shit, but it wasn't that bad. God just said they didn't have space to put all of Jesus' kills into the Bible. Funny how God puts all his own kills in there. The Bible is basically a frag video for all God's sickest headshots, but Jesus's got cut. Funny how that works.
Suddenly, the cat god swipes at Uptown Schizo and everything goes into slow motion. As his outstretched claws near Uptown Schizo's face, the cross flips around and two magical nails drive the cat god's paws into the energy cross, crucifying the cat god on the opposite side.
Now you'll get my full wrath. Ah!
Uptown Schizo swings his legs a little bit around the back of the cross, barely kicking the cat god. A big red 0 flashes on the screen to let us know that it did no damage. Blood gushes down from the center of the cross. The cross starts spinning really fast, making both the cat god and Uptown Schizo lightheaded and dizzy.
I need to just hold on and bleed him out a little longer. And then I could finish my thoughts in a clear and concise way.
The cat god, in his dragon form, is like 200 feet long, so the cross is spinning in a really lopsided way.
Put me down. I'm a god. Don't spin me. It's rude to spin a god.
I'll put you down, all right. You know what we do to cats without owners on my planet? We shoot them out of a cannon into the sun.
No, you do not shoot cats out of a cannon into the sun on your planet. Come on now. We can't just say stuff.
Be that as it may, you might want to say your prayers. Where we're going, heaven, there are no gods.
I think there's a god in heaven. There's gotta be a god in heaven. I'm not trying to get on your case, man, but listen to yourself. No god in heaven? You're just saying things.
Uptown Schizo makes a facial expression like he's about to say another retort. He opens his mouth like he's about to talk, but nothing happens. The cross starts spinning faster and faster, shooting out blood in ribbons at an accelerating pace. Inutaro keeps getting sprayed every time the cross rotates.
What's your next move here, Schizo? You guys are just spinning around. Would it kill you to do, I don't know, an elbow drop or something?
The energy cross instantly explodes, and a wave of blood and guts and bile and stuff like that paints the grass below. Inutaro, covered in innards, blinks 3 times, and his white eyes are all that shows through the layers of blood and guts. Also, the blinks are very loud, like bling, bling, bling.
Uptown Schizo? Cat God?
A tumbleweed blows by.
Well, I guess that's that. Time to pop bottles. Or, on second thought, I guess I should give Uptown Schizo a proper send-off for his courageous sacrifice. There's not really much of him left to bury, but I guess I could grab a handful of his guts and shove them in the dirt.
Inutaro uses his foot to scoot some guts and skin together. He looks around for a shovel or something, but nothing like that is nearby. He settles on throwing a t-shirt over the biggest pile of guts.
Rest in peace, Uptown Schizo. You died doing a crazy move that killed a powerful guy. That means your wife will be hot in heaven. I don't know how many virgins the Bible says Christians get up there, but I'm sure it's a lot. Like 10.
Did someone say... Wait, did you say cat god?
No. Who are you?
A tiny golden house cat floating in front of Inutaro smiles slyly.
I told you about the forms, man. I don't know what to tell you. I told you I had forms.
Is this your true form?
Aw, come on, man. I don't know what you want me to say. I haven't been in my true form since college.
Can I see your true form? Just for a second.
The cat god briefly takes the form of a cat with braces, then switches back to his current form, which is exactly the same but without braces.
Are you happy now? You saw my braces. People used to make fun of me for it, but the joke is on them. I'm upending traditional ideas about what power is, what power looks like. I'm just a tiny little kitty cat with bean toes, whiskers, the works. But my powers are more crazier than anyone you have ever faced, including whoever the Season 1 boss was. This ends now.
The tiny cat god moves forward in the blink of an eye and turns his little bean toes into a little bean fist and uppercuts Inutaro on the jaw, sending him flying 2 miles into the air.
This kitty's got claws. Meow.
Inutaro slams into the underside of a falling meteor and regains his footing.
Thanks, Meteor-san. I would have kept drifting to the depths of space without your help.
I've got your back, Inutaro. Now go and score one for the good guys.
Hundreds of meteors are falling to the surface all across Planet Wetfood as fissures open across the entire globe, spewing lava and gravity storms everywhere. As the cat god pursues him through the stratosphere, Inutaro jumps from meteor to meteor, tossing them at the now diminutive cat god. He punches the meteors in half with his little paw, staring down Inutaro, hair raised on his back. The two crash into a nearby mountain, knocking it over, then fight hand to paw, grinding down the broken mountain with each blow. The cat god slices at Inutaro, who dodges every blow but a single one that hits his feet, chopping his shoes in half and revealing that Inutaro has not worn socks this entire trip.
Wahoo! These things haven't felt fresh air in days.
Back outside the cat god's fortress, Inutaro's friends have regrouped beneath the quivering black sky as meteors and comets and explosions and stuff go crazy.
The planet's power level. It's surging.
Did I do that?
Rash, you sound like Urkel-san. Clearly, these extinction-level planetary anomalies are the result of Inutaro's high-stakes battle against the cat god.
Inutaro, you sly dog. I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking that we are young, so you set the world on fire so that we can burn brighter than the sun.
That's one of the 5 songs Inutaro knows, so it makes sense that he would do that.
Maybe we should help him. He probably needs us, at least for moral support.
He doesn't need us. You guys haven't figured this out yet? He's got it all covered. Like, shouldn't I have just stayed on Earth? I'm not even supposed to be here.
Now you sound like Kevin Smith's son.
I don't say this often, but Rash is right. Let's just kick it while Inutaro takes care of things. Here, check this out, Primrose. It's called Grime. It's a drug I invented in my free time. It's like catnip, but it works on people too. And it has no side effects, besides crippling addiction. Which is fine, because it's fun to do.
I don't know about that, Dub-sama. I'm still a teenager. I'm not sure you should be persuading me to fry my brain on all this.
Okay. How about this one? It's called Want It Badium, and it's completely not addictive.
You know, I really only learned like 3 white magic spells from you, and I fear I probably picked up 5 or 6 new addictions in the meantime.
If you have a strong will, it's not a problem. I can stop anytime, and so can you. Right, Primrose?
I see. It's all a lesson about willpower, so I can become stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Elsewhere on Planet Wetfood, an exhausted Dr. Insane Einstein wipes sweat from his brow and tosses a big wrench to the ground.
Finally, the fleas have been cured. Most people would have said some kind of medicine would be needed, and a big bath. But once I located the flea valve, all it took was a big wrench and a little elbow grease. I'm sure Inutaro and his pals will be quite pleased with me.
Just then, a fissure rips the ground in 2. It swallows the spaceship whole and it instantly dissolves in lava.
Lava-resistant armor is expensive, I said. Besides, a cat planet won't have any lava, I said. You buy cheap, you buy twice. That's the lesson here.
Inutaro grabs the cat god by the scruff of his neck, swinging him around wildly so he can't scratch or bite him. Inutaro flips the cat mid-air, grabbing his feet, and slams the tiny little kitty cat headfirst into a meteor before tossing him to the ground below. As the cat god descends, Inutaro has a clarifying vision. He sees WWE superstar Mankind on top of the cage in a Hell in the Cell match. Inutaro takes off his shirt. He sees Mankind being lifted up by The Undertaker nearly 20 feet in the air. Inutaro takes off his Umbro shorts. He sees Mankind falling through the air completely nude, just as Inutaro is now, completely at peace, careening toward the cat god at rapid speed. As the cat god hits the ground, Inutaro's elbow, falling from 2 miles above, finally connects with the cat god's stomach, causing him to puke up a king's portion of Frisky's surfing and turfing favorites.
Cat got your tongue?
As the dust clears, Inutaro sees no trace of his foe.
Ah, shit.
As Inutaro looks around, the camera pans out to show that the little cat god is perched calmly on his head. The cat god places his paws beside Inutaro's ears and extends his claws. This causes Inutaro to let out a Home Alone-style scream.
Ah!
He reaches up, grabs the cat god, and throws him off while his claws are still dug into his skin. The cat god rips off Inutaro's sideburns, then uses them as makeshift wings and circles back, gliding toward him.
You'll never escape, Inutaro. This planet shall be your grave.
Never. My grave would be wrestling, and the casket would be Fortnite. When you walk up to the grave, it plays an original EDM track called Beautiful Stars of Mine, composed by me.
The cat god does not wait for Inutaro to finish talking and rams headfirst into him, sending him ricocheting off a nearby mountain and flying into the sky. The cat god pursues, fangs bared, and strikes Inutaro again, bouncing him off a nearby moon and putting him into orbit. Inutaro punches the idea of no oxygen being in space and then starts breathing fine.
In space, no one can hear you meow.
We'll see about that.
What? I can't hear you.
What?
The cat god hits a perfect zero-G loaf, locks eyes with Inutaro, and then shoots him with neon green energy beams out of his eyes, blasting him into the nearby sun. Inutaro lands on the cartoon yellow surface of the sun, which has the consistency of a big waterbed. He stands up. Instantly, he's got a great tan. The cat god lands on the sun's surface and starts approaching Inutaro. Suddenly, Inutaro leaps up and comes back down, punching the surface of the sun, creating a huge mile-deep fissure, throwing the entire sphere out of whack. The sun collapses on itself and begins to turn into a black hole.
You fool! We can't fight here. This thing will kill us both.
Inutaro goes to check his pants pocket, then remembers that he's naked. He reaches underneath his testicles and pulls out a small can of Frisky's swan and cheese and gravy.
Friskies with swan meat? The swan is practically a mythical creature on Planet Wetfood. Cats drove them to extinction eons ago so that we could be the most haughty animals. Give it to me now!
The sun shrinks smaller and smaller beneath their feet as it transforms into a singularity. Inutaro, hovering in the air, cracks open the can of wet food and tosses it into the newly forming black hole.
No! I can't help myself. I'm having a Pavlovian response to the sound of that can opening. I'm going after it!
Pavlov-san, you taught me well.
The cat god darts toward the nascent black hole, disappearing into its event horizon with a pop. Inutaro floats alone in the depths of space just above the black hole. Dozens of planets orbiting the sun, planets we didn't talk about until now, planets with full civilizations, populations in the billions, people whose lives matter. Those planets fly wantonly to their certain doom in the uncaring ether. Planet Wetfood is completely unaffected.
Well, I guess he's gone for good. Seems kind of anticlimactic. Kind of reminds you of something my father once told me.
Inutaro's father, dressed in traditional Bushido garb, is bleeding badly in a burning building. He has 10 forks in his back, and he has a chemical burn all over his neck. There is a battle axe hanging from his chest, and it is crackling with electricity.
Inutaro! A lot of people have opinions on black holes. They say things like certain doom or instant death. Listen to me, Inutaro. I went into a black hole a few years ago, and it was such not a big deal. I went into the black hole, goofed around, and I was able to leave really easily. I didn't even tell your mother. If you ever see a black hole, I'm telling you, not only should you not avoid it, you should dive into it head first. Inside of my black hole, there was a mini golf course.
Inutaro shakes his head to indicate that the flashback is over and it's the present again. He looks at the black hole, furrows his brow, and flies in. The inside of the black hole looks like the highway from Matrix 2.
Oh my god. I feel just like Neil.
You! What are you doing here, you idiot?
Huh?
You won the fight already. You trapped me in a black hole. You didn't have to come in here.
I didn't?
Shut the fuck up, you idiot! You ruined everything. I had a planet, I had free gravy, I had a massive temple, and a space sniper on call. Not many cats can say that. But now that you're here, at least I have one thing to look forward to. Beating up your dead body for all eternity.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. Hey, what's that sign?
Beside the road, there's a big green sign advertising Big Billy's Down South Truck Stop Barbecue Bistro. Have a honkin' good time.
I wonder if I can honk. Let me try.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is the dumbest fight of my fucking life. What the fuck?
Hello, Moto.
Hold on. Is this about the Sunkist credit card? Okay, I have to call you back. Listen to this. I know, right? He just turned into an 18-wheeler. Inutaro. You don't know him. Well, he's not old enough for a credit card. I don't know his birthday. No. I have to go.
Looks like I have another form after all. Hey, Cat God, I can't see myself. Does my grill move around when I talk like in the Cars movies? Remember Mater? Honk, honk.
Inutaro, now in the form of an 18-wheeler, runs over the cat god 1,000,000 times. He dies. Then Inutaro simply drives out of the black hole.
Smell you later, sucker.
Inutaro's 18-wheeler, which is himself, emerges from the black hole, billowing smoke from his exhaust and honking wildly. His cyan underglow lights up the night sky and is seen all across the shattered planet below.
There seems to be a truck hurtling towards us from space.
That cyan underglow. It could only be Inutaro.
Everyone do the trucker salute. Let's get him to honk his horn.
It seems kind of insane to assume that some kind of flying truck is Inutaro.
Hey, everyone. It's me, Inutaro. Honk, honk. Just kidding. I'm a truck now. Want to go to Earth? Wrestling is on soon. Come on. Hop in my trailer.
Hey, Inutaro. I'm guessing you won your fight because the planet is about to pop like a zit. Good job. Looks like everyone important is here. Let's get going.
Oh, we need to get Dr. Insane Einstein.
Everyone important is here. Let's get going.
Rash, it's not like you to think of other people. Why the change of heart?
I changed him. I fixed him.
He has my penis ointment.
Behind them, Dr. Insane Einstein appears, drenched in sweat. He is carrying a small container of ointment as well as 4 or 5 jars filled with small dead animals submerged in pickling acid.
Here I am. Rash! I've got your ointment for your penis. Chill, man. Nobody knows about that shit. There'll be plenty of time to apply penis ointments back on Earth. Now hop in before the planet blows. We're gonna miss WWE WrestleManic Depression 27, Language Showdown in Shinjuku, Slicer Delis facing Macau Millions in a Hell in a Cell match. The winner of the match gets to decide what to do with the tree that straddles both of their yards. It's like 3 years in the making. The city had to get involved.
Resh, Primrose, Dr. Insane Einstein, Pamela, Dubs, and Gentian Violet all pile into Inutaro's trailer. The walls of the trailer are lined with a little bit of peach fuzz. Everyone covers their mouth as they walk in because there's a bunch of Inutaro's skin and organs in it.
Don't touch that stuff, guys. I'm pretty sure I need it to live. Whoa! Inutaro's penis! It's built into the wall like a payphone! Come on, guys. Just throw a towel over it. Let's be mature here.
Dubs, Gentian Violet, I just want to say that I'm very sorry that your home planet is blowing up. I'm sure that must be very hard for you. But I want to let you know that we will do everything we can to make sure Earth is your home.
I timed it so the grime and the wanted badium are hitting at the exact same time. And I feel like I can see God.
Well, you can't. I just killed him.
And Gentian Violet, I want you to know that on Earth, there are a lot more different types of men there with different personalities than Rash. I'm just saying it so that you know you have options. No judgment.
Thank you, Primrose. It's going to be really difficult moving to a new planet full of strangers with all of my pre-existing friends and family dead in an extinction-level scenario. But at least I have the most stable thing in the world to rely on. My 17-year-old gun-wielding boyfriend.
Aw, thanks, Jenny. Fuck, my bad. Who shot me? We'll figure it out later. So, how do we get back to Earth anyway? I was just driving in a random direction, hoping a mini-map would pop up.
Oh, you're good. In about half a mile, you're going to see Rainbow Road. Just hop on there and take it to exit 1197 times 10 to the 10th. Then it will be only 100 years till we're home. Just kidding. There's a wormhole we can hit after the exit. Takes us right to the Tokyo wormhole, the same one Mothra used.
I didn't know Mothra was a commuter.
The 18-wheeler that is Inutaro brake checks a spaceship behind him as he glides onto Rainbow Road, racing back toward Earth. 2 weeks later, at Dogcatcher High School, a headshot of Rex is on display from when he was 1.5 years old in his Dogcatcher's blues. It's an open casket funeral, and the casket is filled with burnt-up pieces of dog hair. It smells so bad that when Inutaro walks up to give his speech, he has paper towels stuffed in his nose.
So, welcome to Rex's funeral. That Brian DiMaggio guy disappeared, and it turns out Rex is dead, so he can't give the speech. So who wants to do it?
You're already up there, Inutaro. Just give the speech.
Primrose, everyone. Give it up for Primrose. Big friend of Rex, by the way. Rex taught Primrose everything she knows. He taught her white magic. Rex was a dog catcher who was a dog. Complicated. Very complicated. But he told me one thing that I'll never forget. One night, after catching and swiftly executing some pretty big dogs, Rex looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Daddy, need your poop for my pee-pee pills."
Inutaro, that was the Jerky Boys.
Right. The Jerky Boys, everyone. They taught Rex everything he knows about comedy. Funny guy. He had a dad on Planet Wetfood, but that's gone now too. Fido. R.I.P. to that guy too. No family. Sad. Makes me think. You know, how fragile life is and stuff. Sad stuff with no family for Rex, but hey, look at all the people at his funeral. And all these smiling faces. Wow, sad. Makes me think about my priorities. Girls and stuff. Fighting. Primrose, everyone. She's sort of waiting for me to ask her out. She wants me so bad. People are saying she doesn't deserve me and I shouldn't do it, but maybe I will. If anyone has any objections as to why Rex should not be dead, speak now or forever hold your peace. I hereby pronounce Rex dead. Okay, we will now move on to the piñata portion of the funeral. The piñata is shaped like Rex and filled with his favorite candy, chocolate-covered grapes.
The once forlorn funeral crowd lights up at the sight of the piñata, and everyone rushes the stage, pushing each other out of the way with both hands. The music is cranked, the drinks are flowing, and all of a sudden, this funeral turned into a funeral.
Wow, this is less like a funeral and more like
Honey, shut the fuck up and touch me right now. The baby is kicking. Feel it.
Rash reaches down and touches Gentian Violet's incredibly pregnant belly. He feels 7 pairs of feet kicking.
I'm getting really nervous thinking about what these little fuckers are gonna look like. You know, considering that I'm a human and you're a half cat, half robot, I'm just really praying I don't have to stuff these mutants into a burlap sack and throw them off a bridge.
Rash, they're your kids.
If they turn out to be mutants, I'm sure I can find something to do with them in my lab.
Thanks, Doc. You really got me out of a pickle there. Oh, and thanks for the penis ointment. I took your penis ointment and I put it on the rash on my penis and it cleared right up.
You know, while you guys had an adventure all across the planet, I had an adventure of my own on the ship.
Oh, yeah? What happened to you?
A small indigenous cat that lived inside of the ship's cupboard showed me its secret garden.
How was it?
Cramped. Also, don't tell anybody else, but I pickled him. I pickled the little magical cat in my cupboard. Behind Pamela and Dr. Insane Einstein, Dubs is going feral on the Rex piñata. She sinks her teeth into its neck, ripping the whole body off. A bottle of Casamigos drops out of the head.
Oh, you guys have this on Earth?
Yeah, George Clooney's neighbor son is from our galaxy. Our very planet, in fact.
I've been hearing so many things about this new planet, this Earth. Tell me, what is the Electric Daisy Carnival?
Do you mean the flagship location in Las Vegas? Or the new location at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, Mexico City?
You buy the tickets and I'll bring the Casamigos. Para los Migos.
Let's do it, Tubbs. Just you and me.
What about me, Inutaro? We could wear matching costumes. Maybe Mario and Peach?
Sure. But I don't think you'd look very good in a Mario costume.
It would be a good couple's costume. Would you be interested in having a couple's costume with me, Inutaro? Do you understand?
I don't think Mario and Peach were ever really a couple. It's usually Bowser who's trying to marry Peach.
Inutaro, pay very close attention.
Primrose pulls out a letter she wrote.
I want to be very clear and direct with you, Inutaro. I think you are handsome. I think you are strong. You've killed so many dogs without making a fuss that I know you can and will provide for me. I would like to ask you out on a series of dinner dates.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Just shut up and send him a picture of you in the bathtub later.
I just think that this time I should...
He's taking off his shoes and socks right now so he can bite off one of his toenails. Here, just listen to me. Text him, "You up?" at 3 p.m. and don't respond to anything he says for 4 hours. Then you just share with him your location on your phone. That's all you have to do. That's all you ever have to do when it comes to any man at all. Understand?
Hey, Inutaro. Actually, never mind. Let's do whatever you want to do.
Inutaro immediately reaches for a folding chair as the Caddyshack I'm Alright song begins to play. All of the still living characters who appeared this season show up and start dancing like it's the end of a Tyler Perry movie. Inutaro hops back on the stage where he gave the speech.
Primrose, come up here. I want to show you something.
Of course, Inutaro. What do you want to show me?
I thought you'd never ask. I've been working on this for months. I put way more effort into this than I ever put into fighting and dog catching. I even signed up for Reddit to ask questions about making beats. This is called My Song 3. And it's our song, Primrose.
Our song?
Music is my life!
As Inutaro's amateurish beat distorts the cheap USB speakers they got for the funeral, Primrose stares in awe at Inutaro. She sees him in soft focus, and he is beautiful, bobbing his head offbeat to his own song. He turns to her and says something about who he would want to rap on the song, but she cannot even hear him. She doesn't need to. Her heart is beating too fast. Out of the corner of her eye, she sees a shooting star blazing through the night sky. She closes her eyes to make a wish.
I wish that Inutaro becomes the world's most successful DJ.